Hello everyone, Mr. Creepyashell here. Before we get started with this video, I just want to wish you a happy holiday season. Also, please like and share this video if you enjoy it. And if you love the content that I'm putting out, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you cut on all notification bells so you will be notified whenever I release a new video. Because if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, Krampus is gonna come for you.
Have you ever heard of Krampus? Well, he comes whenever kids act really naughty. Like Jimmy, for instance. Little Jimmy was 10 years old. Little Jimmy did not care about anyone. Little Jimmy would lie. Little Jimmy would cheat. Little Jimmy would steal. Little Jimmy would disrespect his parents. Little Jimmy would be mean to his little sister, like cut his sister's hair or destroy her toys. Little Jimmy even stole from his parents, like money, jewelry, anything he could get his hands on. One day, his parents were so fed up, they decided to punish him. On Christmas Eve night, his parents and his little sister went out to go see some beautiful Christmas lights. They left him at the house alone. Little Jimmy was so upset, he really wanted to get back at his parents. But as he was thinking of a plan, the power went out. Then, he heard some noises on top of the roof. He jokingly thought it was Santa. So he went outside, and as he went outside and looked on top of the roof, he was in for a fearful sight. Standing on top of the roof was not Santa Claus, but it was Krampus. Little Jimmy was scared. He tried to run, but Krampus flew down from the roof and grabbed little Jimmy. Little Jimmy was crying out for help, pleading, hoping that anyone would hear him. As Krampus held on to him as they were up in the air, little Jimmy saw his parents. He cried out for his mom several times. She slowly turned around and looked at him, but not in a shocked way, more like in a glad way. She said to him, "Well, you should have been a good boy. Now Krampus has you." "So long, little Jimmy," his mother said. 3 weeks had passed, and no one has heard or saw from little Jimmy. It was more peaceful and more quiet. Let this be a lesson, especially for all you little boys and girls. Behave, or else Krampus is gonna come for you. Hello, I am Krampus. You may know me as the opposite of Santa Claus. I usually come for kids who are naughty, and I make them my slave for eternity. But I just don't come after naughty kids. I also come after adults who've been naughty as well. Adults like Joey, who is a manager at a store. He's mean, he's cruel, and he overworks his employees without giving them overtime. He also has multiple allegations of harassment as well. Joey is not a very good person. He doesn't care about the homeless people. Matter of fact, he kicks homeless people out of his store, even if they have money to buy stuff. His remarks are usually,
I don't care if these homeless people have money. They're not coming in my store looking like filth. It makes me look bad as a manager, and it makes the store's reputation look bad as well. I don't give a fuck about homeless people. They can all go die in the ditch.
You see what I mean? Joey is not a very good person at all. I hear people cursing him and wishing him bad. And I don't blame his employees. This man takes advantage of all of his hard-working employees, and now he wants them to stay on Christmas Day and work, and many of them have family and friends they want to go home and be with on Christmas. While Joey gets to leave early on December 23rd, just a couple hours before Christmas Eve, so he can celebrate Christmas and spend time with his family. But unfortunately for Joey, I have other plans for him. As Joey walked it to his car, it was around 8:30 p.m., December 23rd. It was pitch dark outside. I stood on top of the store roof, planning out what I was about to do to him. As Joey drove off, I followed him. I followed him all the way to his house, and there, that's where my plan begins. As I was making my way into Joey's house, I was looking at him as he was talking about giving his employees another pay cut, and they were already not being paid enough. As I got inside of his house and went into his living room, I held a large bag. Joey turned around, and he was in shock. He couldn't even yell. I can smell and sense the fear all over his body. And then he asked me,
You're Krampus. I thought that urban legend was fake. You're actually real? What you gonna do to me? Make me your slave? Give me coal? I bet you're probably not even real. Is this some kind of joke that one of my employees are trying to pull to try to frighten me? If it is, I'm not scared. But you are gonna lose your jobs. All of you.
I replied to him by telling him, "Oh no, Joey, there's nothing fake about this. You have been a very naughty human, and you haven't been a very good person at all, and you haven't been a very good manager at all. I'm here to make you suffer. I'm here to make you pay for your actions." And before Joey can even respond, I grabbed him and put him inside of my bag, and there I took him back to my place, where I let all the people who have been naughty work for me, or where they suffer for eternity. Joey's punishment? He gets to lose his soul and lose everything. He will be a zombie working for me for the rest of his life, and he will get a taste of what his employers have to go through every single day. Meanwhile, the store where Joey was manager at, his assistant manager, who is a much more nicer lady, will take his position, and she will see to it that every one of the employees will be treated fairly and get well-deserved pay, and will have the holidays off to spend time with friends and family. It doesn't cost a lot to be a good manager. Just be a good manager. Because if you don't, I, Krampus, will come for you, and I'll see to it that you suffer for eternity.
Hello, this is Krampus, and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And as we do each year, I have a Christmas tale I want to tell you guys. This story is about a woman named Karen. She is a very snobby and stuck-up woman. No one, and I mean no one, likes her. Her favorite pastime is to go into retail stores and brutally harass retail workers. One day, around December 17th, just about 8 days before Christmas, Karen went into a local retail store. As she was working around in the retail store, she started to frown as she realized that her favorite pie wasn't there. She saw a retail worker stocking, and she went up to that retail worker. The retail worker's name was Emily, and she was a single mother who had to take care of 3 kids, and she was working extra hours to make sure that her kids had a good Christmas. But the stuck-up, snobby Karen did not know, or even if she did, she wouldn't care. Instead, she walked up to this woman and complained.
Hello, ma'am. Excuse me. Hi, your name is Emily. Tell me why I was told on the phone that my favorite pecan pie and my favorite brand was gonna be here, but when I looked, it wasn't there.
I'm very sorry, ma'am. We have some in the back. I can go grab it for you. I haven't put them out yet because I'm still stocking these, but if you want, I can stop what I'm doing. I can go grab it for you real quick.
Emily said with a soft, sweet, and compassionate voice. But, of course, Karen was not having it, and she made it known.
No. Let me tell you something, Emily. Okay, I demanded those pies to be out when the store opened, meaning that when I come in, I should see my favorite brand of pie greeting me in my face, okay? Why are you working here? How about you quit? There are other people out there who need jobs, and they could do it 10 times better than you. You are a lazy, no-good woman. Don't wonder why the father of your kids left. You dirty whore. Get out of here. You don't deserve to work at a job like this. I need workers who can come here and demand and do their fucking jobs. You're not one of them. You're just lazy and disgusting. You need to be fired, and I'm gonna call corporation to make sure you lose your job.
Emily was in shock. She couldn't believe the things that this Karen was saying to her. And then, as Emily began to cry, she said,
My husband died because he lost his fight with cancer. You don't know anything about me, you hateful ass bitch.
Emily dropped her name tag, signaling that she quit, and she ran off while crying. Everyone who saw what happened all gave Karen a death stare. But Karen was not fazed by it. She looked and then she said,
Why is everyone looking at me? It's not my fault the bitch doesn't have tough skin. If she had done her job properly, she wouldn't have to deal with me. Not my problem. You can all judge me all you want to. Sometimes people need the truth be told to them.
Damn it, Karen. This is the 3rd worker that quit after dealing with you.
Jose said, who was the manager of the store.
That's it. I can't have this anymore. You are officially banned for ever entering my store. I can't lose workers because you don't know how to behave and treat people with a little bit more kindness. The whole world does not evolve around you, Karen.
Oh, well, you made a big mistake. You lost a very valuable customer, Jose. And also, by the way, how about you go back to your country? Okay? I don't need you immigrants taking my jobs or jobs of hard-working American citizens. And also, I'm gonna call the corporation of the store and tell them that they need to hire a new manager because you're doing a lousy job. This store was much better about 20 years ago when people knew how to do their jobs and done everything properly. All I wanted it was a certain pie that I was told was gonna be here. So, goodbye. I don't have to deal with this anymore, and I will call corporation. You're gonna lose your job, and everyone in the store is gonna lose their job. Okay? Have a nice day, and Merry Not So Christmas.
After that, Karen walked out of the store, looking like she had no remorse about the things that she said. Later that night, Karen went off to sleep. When she cut off the light, that's when I made my move. I got letters from a whole bunch of people telling me to teach Karen a lesson, including the one from Emily. I made sure that Emily had a good Christmas, and I see to it that she won't have to deal with someone like Karen ever again. So that night, I snuck down the chimney where supposedly Santa Claus was supposed to come in. But for Karen, Santa Claus is not coming to visit. It will be me, Krampus. As I went down the chimney, I landed in the fireplace, and I walked it slowly. I stumped around in Karen's hallway, letting my presence be known. I can hear someone opening up the door. When I looked, I saw Karen. She was standing in her bedroom, looking pale as a ghost. And then she said to me,
Wait a minute. No, this is not real. No. I heard urban legends about you. You're supposed to be Krampus or something. It doesn't matter, Krampus, or if this is a person wearing a disguise. I'm calling the cops. I'm gonna make sure that you don't break in other people's houses again. What are you trying to do? You're trying to steal my grandbaby's presents? You no good thief. I'm calling the cops.
Go ahead and call the cops. I want you to. Oh, that's right. Your phone line is dead. And by the way, this is not a costume. I am the real deal. I'm Krampus. And I don't just come after naughty children, I also come after naughty adults as well. Karen, your time is over. No more terrorizing these people in this town. No more terrorizing retail workers who have to work hard and who aren't as privileged as you. Who do you think you are? Thinking that the whole world revolves around you? No, you're gonna be taken care of, I said to her with my malevolent voice. And then I was able to fire an arrow at her neck, and she collapsed. 2 years later, Miss Karen here is working as my slave. She's doing all the work that I need her to do, and she'll be working for me for eternity. Let this be a lesson. Don't be rude to anyone, especially to associate workers. They're people too. Let this be known. And if you are, just know that I will come after you, and I will find you. I know where you live. Think twice.
How long do I have to massage your back for, Mr. Krampus? I've been doing this for the last 3 months.
About 9 more months. Going around teaching people a lesson on Christmas Eve really does take a toll out of me. Oh, a little higher, Miss Karen.
No, this is illegal. I have to find a way to sue.
Then I'll just kill you instead. How about that?
Oh, no, sir. I'll get back to massaging your back. So sorry. I don't mind if it takes 9 months.
Hello everyone, it's Krampus, and I'm pretty sure if you're listening to this, it's that time of year again. Oh boy, have I got a story to share with you. Most of the times, whenever I have to teach people a lesson who are not very good people, usually I put them to work, or I do other things, make them become my slave. But this is the first time out of 1,000 years had I had to kill someone. And this individual was so horrible to his associates that it was really alarming. This is about a man named John, who's worked at this company called Lightning Mart for 33 years. His years working there was him kissing up to his higher boss, and while also making his associates who work under him very miserable. He was promoted about 10 years ago, and ever since he got that position, he let it went to his head. But it was that day where a whole bunch of his workers came in to a meeting that he wanted to have, and the things that he said was just horrifying. To tell you a little bit about John, he's a very heartless person. He doesn't even let you talk. He's rude, and he's always picking on his associates, bullying them, yelling at them, cussing them out, and he makes sure to make their day horrifying. And to make matters worse, if you ever try to leave and find yourself another job, he will do everything in his power to block you. Whether it's calling up that job that you're applying to and lying on you to make sure that you don't get the job and that you stay stuck working with him. He's that hateful. You even try to ask him a question or criticize him. He likes to say that you're complaining, but it was that one particular evening. It was on December 23rd, 2024. That's when John became a monster. He started to complain. He brought in all of his associates and started complaining to them about how he's not satisfied with how they're working and how they're acting and how they're coming in late.
Alright, so I'm having this meeting today because I'm dissatisfied with all of you right now. Okay, y'all are coming in late, you're not working hard enough, and I don't like this at all. There's no excuse for everyone to be coming in late. So, I'm gonna start pointing at people. You're gonna give me excuses on why you work so horrible. I'll start off with you, Jessica. What's going on here? Why are you working so horrible? I don't like it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Look, we worked hard. I know I did a very good job.
Jessica said as she was breathing in and out from exhaustion from John having her to work 14 days straight with no break and no overtime.
Don't be complaining, Jessica. If you keep on complaining, it's gonna result in you getting the coaching, and I'm gonna write you up.
Fed up and tired, Jessica took off her vest and slammed it down to the ground and said,
I'm quitting. I'm going somewhere else to where my hard work is appreciated.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
John said while laughing, shaking his head. And then he turned and looked at everyone else, and then he pointed to Cassie, and he asked her,
Okay, Cassie, what's been going on with you? Your productivity's been really low, and I don't like how you're working either. And if you want to end up like your friend Jessica over here, you better start talking to me, because I'm not afraid of letting people go. And also, why have you been coming in very late too, Cassie? I don't like that either. That's really pissing me off.
I'm sorry that I'm late, sir. Can you cut me some slack, please?
I'm not cutting you slack, ma'am. You know the rules. You know I hate when people are tardy.
I didn't want to share this because I just had a miscarriage. Can you cut me some slack, please?
Okay, I don't care about you having a miscarriage. That's none of my concern, and that has nothing to do with the job. You're supposed to come in. Not my problem. You don't know how to take care of a kid. That's on you. Maybe it's a good thing the kid is dead.
Everyone in the room looked in shock with their eyes wide open, in disbelief of what they just heard. This man really just sat up there and said that to a woman who just lost her kid, a child that she was carrying, that he's glad that that child is gone. Cassie, with tears in her eyes, replied as she threw her vest down to the ground.
Wow, you don't really have a heart, do you? You are the worst human being, and you are not a great supervisor at all.
Cassie then proceeded to walk out of the office, crying. The rest of the co-workers looked at John, as he showed no remorse of what he said.
Damn, everyone's so sensitive. Well, what about you, Jesse? What's been going on with you? You've been coming in pretty late as well. You want to end up like Jessica and Cassie? What's happening? Talk to me.
Look, John, I'm fighting cancer right now. You have to cut me some slack, please.
Jessie pleaded. She continued to say,
There are days where I feel sluggish and barely have the energy to do anything. But I'm still coming in on time. I'm still clocking in on time. I'm still doing my work. Can you at least give me credit for that?
No. You don't get credit for nothing. You should have let someone know that you had cancer. And cancer should not stop you from coming in on time. I'm not giving you no excuses. That's not gonna happen. I'm writing you up. You're not very useful to me, Jesse. I think you're better off dying anyway from that damn cancer. At least you'll be more useful in death.
A flabbergasted Jessie looked at him and then replied by telling him,
You know, I can tell you have no empathy for other people. Why is that? Why are you so mean and hateful? We've never done anything to you.
And then Jessie threw her vest down to the ground, signaling that she quit, and she walked off. John sat there and laughed and said to himself,
People just don't want to work. They just want to give me excuses. Oh well, I'll find some more workers. People who actually want jobs.
But little did John know was tonight I was going to pay him a visit, and I was going to be the very last thing that he sees before his timely, justifiable end. That night, John was sitting at his fireplace drinking coffee while enjoying the fact that he abused his former co-workers who were very good and hard-working people. He didn't care. He was so full of himself. That night, I made my way down the chimney like I always do. I made sure to put the fire out. When the fire got put out by me, John began to panic. Then he started to ask,
Who's there? No one should be in my chimney at all. There's a fireplace right here. I'm gonna call 911. Come out and show yourself now.
I slid down through the chimney, and once I came out, towering over John, his snarky smile got replaced with true terror. I laughed at him as I could see the fear on his face, and I started to talk to him and tell him why I was there. John, your time has come. I came here to get rid of you. You're a parasite to this world. You don't care about all the hard work that your associates done for you. Instead, you treat them like they're your soldiers. They don't deserve that. They're human beings with life. You couldn't have empathy for them. Therefore, I'm gonna take your life. You don't even deserve to even serve me. You're a horrible person. Death is the only way for you to learn.
Don't kill me, all right? I was just joking with them. I can get him back. I promise you. Just don't take my life. I know who you are. You're Krampus. I thought you were an urban legend, but don't kill me, please. There has to be another way.
No, there's no coming back from this. You're out of here. And then I chopped his head off as blood sprayed his entire house, including the fireplace. Afterwards, I left, but I took his body with me. I buried it down in the pits of hell, where he will suffer forever. A fate that's more crueler than what he put his associates through. But you know what? He deserves it. And as you're listening to this, if you're some kind of supervisor, manager, or team lead, I want you to listen to this story. Listen to what happened to John and how he treated his associates. And look what happened to them. If you don't want that to happen to you, be better. Because if you can't, I will come for you. And I will make sure that your life is a living hell. Merry Christmas. And I really hope it's a good one. But I know it's not going to be a good one for John at all.